Haaland might be the greatest Premier League scorer we've ever seen. In fact, these are all records that he's broken. Haaland's nowhere near in that conversation. I don't think he even comes close to being technically as good as all those players. People don't talk about Haaland being in Ballon d'Or conversation. I really want to talk about what the future of Haaland really is. What is his ceiling? What's going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mordzs, and look, first of all, make sure you like and subscribe. You haven't even seen a video yet, but you know it's going to be a good one, so make sure you like it. Comment throughout this video. If you hear something interesting, pause it, comment, and come back and watch the video. It's not that hard. And lastly, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And like I said, if I hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'm going to upload for 100 days straight. No stopping, 100 days, different videos, not just the same sat down video, different kind of videos for 100 days straight. But listen, I'm going to try and do this video very quickly because I don't like talking about City. I don't like talking about City. I'll be very honest with you. Like, it's not, it's not up there. Like, it's not up there on my wish list to have to do a video about Man City. But I had to do this video because Erling Haaland is taking the... excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? Look, Haaland might be the greatest Premier League scorer we've ever seen. Genuinely, like, he might be the greatest Premier League scorer, goal scorer, not greatest Premier League player, greatest Premier League goal scorer that we have ever seen. He currently, right now, as of recording this video, has 9 goals in 4 games. 9 goals in 4 games. His ratio is double. In fact, it's more than double. His shot conversion rate right now is at 45%. You know how insane that is? That means every other shot it goes in. If Haaland shoots 10 times, he's scoring 5 goals. That's what that means. His shot conversion rate is 45%. He's had 14 shots on target. That means he's only hit the target 5 times and it's not gone in. Like, when you think about it, it's insane. In fact, these are all records that he's broken. So Haaland has broken Rooney's record for most goals after 4 matches with 9 goals. Rooney went on to hit 27 goals that season. Haaland is projected to get 36. He's the quickest Premier League player to 40 Premier League goals, which he's done in 48 games. He scored against every Premier League team that he's played against, all 23 teams, including Ipswich, all of them that he's played against, he scored. He's got the most goals in a season, as we all know, 36 goals in 35 games. He didn't even play 38 games, he played 35 games. He's got most goals in all competitions from a Premier League team, which is 52 goals. So I think second is 44. I think that's Salah. He has more goals than every Premier League team this season. Like, take a second to like understand that. Like, when you're looking at the list of the teams in the Prem and who scored the most goals, you see, like on the table, on the Premier League table where it says goals and goals against, Haaland is at the top. He scored more goals than every Premier League team. He's got the most goals after 3 games. He's got the most goals after 4 games. And he's most likely going to have the most goals after 5 games. He's the fastest and youngest player to reach 40 Champions League goals, more than Ronaldo, more than, who else is there? Messi, more than all of those guys. He's the quickest player to get to 3 Premier League hat-tricks. He's also the quickest player to get to 4 Premier League hat-tricks. He's also the quickest player to have 2 Premier League hat-tricks. Haaland has also scored more Premier League goals than these Premier League clubs: Bradford, Cardiff, Blackpool, Huddersfield, Luton, Swindon and Barnsley. That's all together. Like, I'm talking about those teams in the Premier League have scored less goals than Haaland. So he is on the way to becoming the quickest player to get 100 goals for a club. Now, the record right now is set by Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, you know, if a record is set by Ronaldo, it shouldn't even be broken because Ronaldo is the GOAT. So already, you know, it's a problem. But Ronaldo got 100 goals in 105 games. Haaland is on 99 goals in 103 games. So in his next 2 games, he has to score 2 goals to break the record, or 1 goal to equal the record. City's next 2 games are against Inter Milan in the Champions League, and after that, they have Arsenal in the Premier League. So if Haaland breaks his record, he has to break it by scoring against Inter Milan and Arsenal. Or he could just score 2 goals against Inter Milan and he doesn't even need to play. He doesn't even need to play against Arsenal. He's already broken a record. Okay, that's all the records that I've got. That should just show you, these are not small records. I'm talking about comparing them to the biggest, best players in the Premier League in the world. He's broken all of their records. In fact, right now, I think he is, I don't know where he is in the Premier League table, as in like when it comes to top scorers, but by the end of the season, he's most likely going to be the top 35. Top 35 after 3 seasons being in the Premier League, top 35 all-time top scorers. He's going to destroy the record. It's going to get obliterated. But that is the next part of this conversation, because I really want to talk about what the future of Haaland really is. What is his ceiling? Because I've always had the opinion that Haaland as a goal scorer, you genuinely will not get better. I think he could play in any era because he's physical, he's quick, his IQ as a striker is genuinely better than anybody I've ever seen. Let's take Messi and Ronaldo out of the conversation. Anybody else I've ever seen, Haaland's IQ as a goal scorer, his movement, you're not going to get better, or you will be on par at least. In saying that, ability-wise, I don't think Haaland's the best. I don't think he's up there with anybody else in even City. In fact, if I look at that City team right now, we're talking about technical ability. Wouldn't it be top 5 players on the team? Foden's better technically on the ball. Rodri's better. Obviously, Kevin De Bruyne is better. Bernardo Silva's better. I even think Jack Grealish is better on the ball. Then you've got, who else is in that team? Kovacic. I think on the ball, I like Kovacic. I don't know why a lot of people don't like him. I actually think he's really good. Who else is better? I don't know. But that's already 5 or 6 players that I just mentioned. Haaland's nowhere near in that conversation. I don't think he even comes close to being technically as good as all those players. So in saying that, I feel like City works perfectly for him because he's around those players. If he was to leave, or if, let's say, Pep Guardiola was to leave next season, new managers to come in, a couple of players might, I feel like when Pep leaves, there's going to be a lot of changes at City. I think a couple of players are going to leave. He is probably 70% of, what do you call it, the attraction for Man City. Everyone wants to play under the best coach in the world, let's be honest. So Pep Guardiola asking a player to come, yeah, they're probably going to look at it and think Man City could win trophies, but they're also looking at thinking, I get to play under Pep. When am I ever going to get this opportunity again? So when he leaves, I do think a lot of players, there's not a lot, but there are going to be a couple of players that may possibly leave as well. I do think City are going to go through a big transition period, which, whether they come out of it, I don't know. The Magic will steal Arteta, to be fair, because it's Arsenal, you can do what you want. But yeah, I think if he was to leave Man City, he'd have to be in the right team. I think he'd have to be in the right team to be able to keep this output. He would definitely still score goals because he's still playing for a professional team. He's still playing for a good club. He's going to be playing for a top club wherever he goes. But I do feel like the fact that City is filled with these technically gifted players, it means he doesn't have to be involved. He can kind of go ghost almost a lot of games, take 4 shots, score 2 goals, game done, man of the match, easy. You know what I mean? So what Haaland's ceiling is. Now, I feel like harsh on Haaland because, one, he plays for City, small club. I don't care what you say, small club. You can do one thing at City and do the exact same thing at another big club, and you'll be rated 10 times more because you play for that big club than compared to when you play for City. Because you play for City, they're just a small club, and that's just life. It's not going to change. It's unfortunate. Look at the way people disrespect Aguero. I've seen people talk about Aguero like he was one of the best. I'll be like, from a non-biased point of view, one of the best strikers the Premier League's ever seen. People don't even put him in certain conversations now, even just because of the fact they play for City. But I think Haaland, the way he's rated, for example, people don't talk about Haaland being in Ballon d'Or conversations, like strong Ballon d'Or conversations, which to me makes no sense because City won a treble. How the hell do you win a treble and not win a Ballon d'Or? In fact, who won a Ballon d'Or that year? Oh yeah, Messi won, innit? Messi won it. Yeah, Messi won. That's insane. Like, you will never hear another story of a player winning the treble. The most prestigious thing a club can do is winning the treble. Breaking the Premier League all-time top scorer. Broke that record, broke other records for City, and he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. It's insane. That was the only year. Maybe it's because it's Messi in it. Fair enough. You can use that argument. I don't know. I just feel like the conversations every year always seem to be around Real Madrid players or other clubs rather than a Man City player. Realistically, what Haaland's doing is, like I said, another big club, whether it's United, whether it's Bayern, whether it's Real Madrid, Barcelona, he would be right up there in that Ballon d'Or conversation. Because he played for City, he's not. But the whole point of this video, really, someone needs to stop him. Someone needs to stop him. This is my emotions coming out now. I don't want Haaland to carry on. No, let me not say that actually. This is what I want. I like seeing players break records just because I just think records, they're set for a reason. Like, they're set because a player comes through or a team comes through and they are once in a lifetime, once in a generation, above everybody else. Haaland is literally generational. He's the definition of generational. We've not seen a player like Haaland ever in the Premier League, in my opinion. I don't think we've seen a striker as dominant, as fearless, as gifted as a goal scorer as Haaland. So I want to see how far he can go. I genuinely see how far he can go. Just not a City top. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to see you in the next video.